Today is the grand finale of Foodshala Kids Season 2. After 13 weeks of battling it out in the Foodshala kitchens, two deserving teams will compete one last time. The very passionate and talented boys of GEM's new Millenium.
Yes!
And the confident, smashing duo of JSS Private School.
We can't wait to cook.
The teams are here to impress world-renowned Michelin star Chef Gary Rhodes. He is the master judge on today's grand finale.
Congratulations, Shlok and Bhavesh. Well done. I think this is just the beginning of all the good things that's going to come in your life as professional chefs. But this is a great start. We are super proud of you. Keep going, kids.
Kids are cooking all the time. Stories, ideas, and children of JSS Private School, perfect recipes. We were the finalists last year, and I'm sure this year Ahmed and Nada will make it to the final and get us the prize, for sure.
Red Tag, the most trusted brand in the Middle East market, welcomes the teams and the mentors to shop at their store. The teams had a great time shopping at the Red Tag, and we thank the brand for boosting the team's confidence and making their shopping experience a memorable one.
Thank you, Red Tag, for the amazing spring collection. I've shopped a lot today.
Cooking is at once child's play and adult's joy. Cooking done with care is an act of love. And those are wise food thoughts by Craig Claiborne. But now time for the serious business. It's the grand finale of Lego Foodshala Kids presented by Omo and Lifebuoy.
"13 weeks of tension,
Happiness,
tears,
smiles,
teamwork.
and cooking has been the most memorable chapter of my life.
And now we're meeting Michelin star chef Gary Rhodes.
I am nervous excited for the grand finale, which means I'm half nervous and half excited.
Every young budding chef should experience a Foodshala Kids in their life.
Our motto is, last year JSS Private School made it to the finals.
But this year we're going to take the trophy home.
Watch out, JSS. Our eyes are on the trophy.
I'm here at the beautiful Bollywood Parks and Resorts where you can feel the fierce competition in the grand finale. Our two teams have been on quite the journey. 13 weeks of dedication, determination, and the ups and downs. But the one thing that has kept them going throughout is their passion for cooking. Today we'll determine which team will win the championship trophy and win a trip to Disneyland. But taking the competition to the next level, we have joining us Master Judge, British restaurateur and acclaimed Michelin star celebrity chef. He runs the popular restaurant Rhodes W1 at the Grosvenor House, Dubai. It is none other than star chef Gary Rhodes.
I'm here to discover the best young culinary talent in the Middle East. The first ever inter-school reality cooking show in the Middle East. These kids are the future of our industry, and I'm looking only for the very best. Is your school the champion? Hi, I'm Gary Rhodes, and this year I'm the Master Judge on Foodshala Kids.
When the spotlight were on and we saw Chef Gary Rhodes, my heart and my body was shivering. I was like so excited to see him.
We have a world-renowned chef standing in front of us. I have goosebumps.
Congratulations, teams, and welcome to the Foodshala Kids Season 2 Grand Finale. This is your moment.
To see a chef like him standing in front of us, That is an achievement.
Cooking well doesn't mean cooking fancy. Remember, it's flavour and texture.
Chef Gary Rhodes is our master judge, and we will impress him.
You are the two finalist teams in the Foodshala Kids Season 2 Grand Finale. And you have come such a long way in this competition. You have made your schools, your mentors and your parents so very proud. And as for me, well, I'm delighted to see such a young breed of talented chefs in the market.
I see myself becoming a chef one day.
Even I'm going to be a chef. So I'll be the head chef and you be the sous chef.
I think Foodshala Kids as a platform for these young children is really quite exceptional. I feel very proud to be on here today to be judging such great culinary skills. And I think this is the beginning of something great for them. This is an industry where you can do nothing but develop and get better and better. This couldn't be a better way to start. So teams, tell me, how do you feel about today?
We're very excited and nervous at the same time. We can't wait to cook food for you.
Well, that's fantastic. That's what I like to hear.
And we are thrilled and we were curious about our dishes, how will you like it? And we hope you will love it.
I couldn't ask for a better response, could I? This is going to be an exciting day. You know, I've got a lot to see. I can't wait to get behind those stoves with you. This is going to be quite a tough competition. There's an awful lot to do, but along the way, I will try and guide and mentor you as best I can. So, the rules for today's final, well, you have to prepare a 4-course meal. But you know, there are quite a few ingredients I love to cook with, and I'd like you to incorporate those into your dishes. So those ingredients are lobster, scallops, chicken, and eggs. Now, the rules for this competition, well, I'm going to give you 90 minutes to cook these dishes, so quite some time. Remember, this is your last time of cooking in the Foodshala kitchen, so make it a memorable one.
This will be the last time we will wear our professional aprons and cook in the Foodshala Kids kitchen. We are upset, but we're also proud that we made it so far.
This is going to be so exciting. Show us the very best you can, and your cooking will begin in 3, 2, 1. The show begins.
Lego Foodshala Kids, presented by Lifebuoy and Omo, in association with Alain Farms, Britannia, Tilda, Aquafresh, Red Tag, Rainbow, Bollywood Park, Media Partners, Radio 4, Eagle Eye Interiors. It's a KKompany production.
Three, 2, 1. The show begins.
This is the last 90 minutes we're cooking in the Foodshala kitchen. I'm cooking for Chef Gary Rhodes.
Foodshala Kids is a good platform for me to showcase my culinary skills because I want to become a Michelin star chef when I grow up, just like Chef Gary Rhodes.
Today for the grand finale, we're making a 4-course meal with a starter,
which is pan-fried scallops with crunchy apples, soup which is lobster bisque,
chicken parmesan with spaghetti and toasted broccoli. And for dessert, we have fruit souffle with strawberries, pistachios and clotted cream.
So the dishes, what we are preparing today are chicken and corn chowder, pan-seared scallops with cauliflower puree and caper-raised dressing with the quail egg on top, and then we have a tomato risotto with butter poached lobster, and then we have a floating egg island.
We chose these 4 different courses as they're from different parts of Europe, and we think that Chef Gary Rhodes will really enjoy the meal.
Hi teams,
Hi, chef. Good morning.
Hi. So how are we getting on, Team 1? How are we getting on?
Very good.
Smells very nice over here. Smells very, very nice.
Thank you.
So what's this base for? What are you making here?
It was soup. It is chicken and corn chowder.
Nice.
So-
Very nice. The one thing you must always remember is, obviously I'm sure you've practiced this, but remember the time. Time is of the essence and it can disappear in the kitchen so quickly.
Thank you, chef.
Keep going. Keep going strong, guys. Keep going strong.
Thank you, chef. Thank you. When Chef Gary Rhodes came to our counter first time, we were kind of controlled, precise, and not much was done, but we were just doing the chopping.
Okay, so how are we doing on this side now?
Looking good, sir.
Looking good. Now this looks, I saw this salad.
Yeah.
This looks very nice.
Thank
and you're
you.
making a little dressing for that?
Yeah, avocado.
Is that a nice little avocado?
Yeah.
Are you going to be pureeing that or is it going
No,
to be
I've
just
got
chopped?
the sauce. I've got the sauce.
Okay.
When Chef Gary Rhodes was coming towards our counter, I was so excited and so pumped and so thrilled that such a great chef is coming and talking to me in person.
I'm going to prepare the egg whites for the souffle.
Okay.
So now I'm going to cut in the chicken breast to open it and so I can pan fry it.
Right. And taking on a souffle was quite brave.
Yeah.
It's very brave. Have you got enough egg white there? You're happy with that?
Yeah, 2 egg whites.
Good. Listen, one thing do remember.
Yeah.
Keep this work surface as clean as you possibly can along the way.
Yeah.
Because after a little while, you'll find your space will run out because it's covered in mess.
When we cook at home, our parents, our mentors will come and supervise us. They will tell us what to do and what not to do. But when we cooked here in the grand finale in the Foodshala kitchen, Chef Gary Rhodes came and supervised us.
We are very grateful for this.
Right, how's it all going, guys? Because time is moving on. We've got about 35 minutes left. Are you all feeling still confident?
Yes.
Yes,
So what have you got in here?
this is meringue for the floating islands.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, so that I'm creating the meringue.
Sometimes just a good old-fashioned doing it by hand, because then you're going to get more volume into it simply and purely because you're lifting it. You're lifting it higher, and that puts a lot of air into it and consequently builds it up quite quickly.
One of the tips which he gave me to make it more puffier, and when I tried it on the mill, it really puffed up. So it was a great tip for me.
How are we getting on?
Great.
So you cooked some pasta. You're now actually cooking one of your...
Yeah, chicken.
That's it. Keep that on there. Let's have a look. Look, it's looking like it might be a nice colour under there.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or not, there is so much heat in that pan, you could almost turn that out and that would still carry on sizzling for that extra 2 minutes you want, and it will be lovely, but it's never going to overcook it and it will never overcolour it.
So it's better if I switch it off.
I think it is.
Such a great chef gave us advice. Obviously, I will implement it.
So, as I said to you, that is definitely ready to come out. And do you notice how it's still sizzling?
Yeah, because of the heat in the pan. Thank you, chef.
The heat in the pan.
Thank you so much.
Okay, teams, your cooking time is almost over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. The cooking time is finished. Please step back from your counters.
Lego Foodshala Kids, presented by Lifebuoy and Omo, in association with Alain Farms, Britannia, Tilda, Aquafresh, Red Tag, Rainbow, Bollywood Park, Media Partners, Radio 4, Eagle Eye Interiors. It's a KKompany production.
Hello and and welcome back to Lego Foodshala Kids presented by Omo and Lifebuoy. Today is the grand finale and our teams have been preparing a 4-course meal in our Foodshala kitchen. It's now time for Chef Gary to do the tasting. Well, I'm going to leave you to the tasting since they're now in your capable hands. Teams, good luck.
Thank you. So, Team 1, please present your dishes. Well, these dishes all look very nice, but perhaps you can explain to me what exactly are they?
So the first course is chicken and corn chowder. The second course is pan-fried scallops with cauliflower puree and caper dressing, and spicy tomato risotto with a butter poached lobster.
And we have even created Lego. Chef, we have created a coastal restaurant. Our name of our restaurant is Foodshala.
It all looks very nice, and guess what? I'm about to taste. So, let's have a look. Now the soup, it looks very nice. Texturally looks very nice. I had a little worry that that was going to be slightly over creamy and not have enough depth behind it. But you have captured there quite a nice little taste. You've got something, the sweetness from the actual corn itself that's obviously shining through.
When Chef Gary Rhodes tasted our chowder, like he said most of the chowder would be stuck in the palate, but then our chowder was not stuck. And then I was also happy about that. And then he said that the sweetness of the sweet corn was coming, it was bright, the soup was bright. So I was really about the first course. When he came to the scallops, I thought of the tip he gave me that it could be dry because it was in the middle time when I started cooking.
It's quite powerful, that dressing, isn't it? Which works, against the scallop. You sort of cooked all the way through. You want to try and leave that center nice and translucent so you get more of a succulence when you're eating it. Now, risotto. Now, you said to me earlier when you were cooking that you were going to put a little sort of garlic butter to finish off the actual lobster itself.
Yeah.
You just topped it with that. Let me taste the lobster on its own. I was very concerned about this because I was worried that garlic would actually totally overtake the flavour of the lobster. It hasn't. It's there, certainly there, hasn't overtaken it, and it's moister than I thought it was going to be as well, which is a very good sign.
When he tasted the lobster, he was like, all the taste was infused in lobster. It was really tasty.
And nothing was overpowering it.
You've actually cooked that rice very, very well. Tomato is coming through really lovely and sort of sweetness, again adding that little extra bite to it. And the good thing is as well, Parmesan also worries me because quite often when you're adding that, I mean, I love it, but so many people overdo it and it can take over every other flavour in risotto. This hasn't. And now, I think when I'm looking at this, I have to give you a critique because I want to try and make sure you understand all the goods and there's no bads in your dishes, let me promise you. Because you've got to remember, you started with a soup and you're almost finishing with a sweet soup. So again, this is what I talk about when it comes to balance.
Actually, the custard should be thick, so like it would be like a custard. You scoop the meringue and the custard, so it was kind of liquid. So then he said that the texture should be perfect in all. So you should not start with a soup kind of texture and then end with the soup kind of texture.
So now we're time for Team 2. Time to bring up your dishes. Thank you very much. So, Team 2, explain to me each of your dishes.
The soup is a lobster bisque, and for the starters we have pan-fried scallops with a crunchy apple salad.
And then for the main course, we have Parmesan chicken served with spaghetti and toasted broccoli. And for dessert, we have fruit souffle served with strawberries, pistachios, and clotted cream. So in front of you, you have a Lego griddle with 4 letters. T is thank, Y is you, F is food, and S is shala. So thank you, Foodshala.
That's very clever. I like it. Now it's time to begin.
When Chef Gary Rhodes was tasting our dishes, I was so proud of us for making a 4-course meal and serving it to Chef Gary Rhodes.
I'll be very careful next time if you're making this, just a little bit of advice for adding the chicken stock. Because on initial taste, I wasn't quite getting enough of that lobster flavour. When I've eaten it with it, well, that changes everything, because you suddenly pick up the sweetness that lobster holds, which makes it a really nice combination. So that's dish number 1. Now, this is interesting. You're very, very generous with your scallops, aren't you? I'm coming to eat at your place if I get this every time. Here we go. Apple and scallop is a combination that not many people use and feature, but it's working very nicely.
Thank you, Chef.
Our scallops were great.
Now, immediately looking at you've got tomato and sort of basil working with your pasta. Do you think that has enough tomato sauce in it?
What I think, it should have a little color and a little taste, but not overpowering the spaghetti.
I can understand what you're saying. You're going to try and create that color change. But remember, color is lovely, presentation is lovely. But as I said, actually to Team 1, it's about making sure the flavor is full enough so you have enough to eat the whole dish. All in all, I think this dish is really coming through very, very nicely. Let's taste it and see if we get the right strength of flavor with this. We've got plenty of strawberry flavor going on, so that's a good sign. After tasting Team 1 and now Team 2, you've given me a massive headache, because in each of those, you've got some dishes that just shone through and little elements of them that shone through, and a couple of things which could have been that little bit more. I'm now going to disappear with a little headache to think about before I present and let you know who is the winning team.
Last year, JSSPS made it to the finale, and this year also JSSPS made it to the finale. It has been a long 1 year since we waited to take the trophy. But now we're going to make sure that we take the trophy home.
The great experience I've had here, it's been a continual education, and that's what I love about this culinary industry. And I think Foodshala too is showing that off at its best. I'd like to think all of the actual children have learnt something, and I certainly have as well, because it's actually told me a story about the strength, the culinary strength they can have at such a young age. Inspires me, and a fresh inspiration is probably one of the best things a chef can ask for. So here we are, the final moment, the big verdict. Both teams gave me a massive headache. I don't think I've ever taken so long to judge a competition before. So that's a massive applause to both of you. You've done, so honestly, you've done so well. And each of the teams had dishes that just shone through. Team 1, I mean, goodness me, the risotto, doing that with the lobster, absolutely wonderful. Team 2, goodness me, the scallops cooked to absolute perfection in the center, beautiful and translucent, a nice little salad. And taking on the souffle, which still had a lightness and texture, full of flavor as well. The most important thing is, whichever team didn't win, make sure you enter again, because I can tell you now, as I said, one of the toughest competitions I've had to judge. So now we are at that final moment, and I have to announce the winner. But before doing so, mentors, parents, come and join your wonderful teams, please.
I think both the finalists did a great job, so may the best one win.
Well, I can just say, all of the mentors, parents that are in front of you, make sure you feel so proud of them. They've done a fantastic job today, and now I have to reveal, because it was so close, but the winner of the 2019 Foodshala Kids Season 2 cookery competition is... Team 2. There you are, the winning team. Congratulations.
So that was season 2 of Foodshala Kids. We have our winner. We hope you enjoyed Lego Foodshala Kids and you'll join us next year for more Foodshala madness. Until then, keep cooking. Yay! Well done, guys! Woohoo!
It's a KKompany production.